Hello, Thunderdome. It's really cold, and I don't want to wear a jacket because jackets are for losers, and blankets are for people who are um, very cold. So it's not actually that cold. I'm just from Texas, so I'm freezing. It's like 50 degrees, but blanket. So, um, today I wanted to talk about somebody that I found at Comic-Con. Her name is Dr. Scarlett, and she does what's called superhero therapy. Um, Basically, in her research, she uses superheroes and people from pop culture to um, relate to different mental illnesses. So she described a veteran who came to her, and he really liked Superman. So she used Superman and the comics and everything like that to relate to him. So he was a disabled veteran, as in, like, he um, didn't have full function of his legs, so he needed to be in a wheelchair. And she basically used Superman as a way to show him that it's okay to need help. It's okay. I can see my breath. I'm not sure you can see it, but I can see my breath. Okay, it's cold. I don't like this, but it's outside and it's a beautiful day, even though I'm freezing. Anyway, superhero therapy. So she used Superman to relate to this guy. And I have books right here, and I'm freezing, but I brought these to show you guys. So she wrote this book, Harry Potter Therapy. It's by her. See her name right there, Janice Scarlett. She's awesome. So this book, it talks about specifically depression. An unauthorized self-help book from the restricted section is what it says. And when I was reading it, it was basically this book about depression and how you can overcome it. How the Dursleys were basically normal, and they wanted everybody to be normal, and kind of relating it back to how we don't have to be considered different or wrong or anything like that. And then this one, I'm going to be honest, I've not read this one, but I did buy it, and she did sign it on the inside for me, so I'm really excited. It's called Superhero Psychology. It's not superhero, it's supernatural psychology, and it's about supernatural and using aspects from the show. She says, don't forget the salt. Don't forget the salt. And she signed it. It's really cool. I also have one from Star Trek, The Final Frontier, The Mental Final Frontier, and her actual book, Superhero Therapy, but they're being lent to a friend right now because I feel like if you have books and it's going to help somebody else, let them borrow it. I'm not reading it right now, so whatever, but I'm going to send you guys put a link in my little description about superhero therapy. So I like superheroes. I like anything pop culture. I like Doctor Who a lot. She also has a Doctor Who book. I just didn't have money to buy it at the time. But guess what I'm getting for Christmas for myself? But she is a wonderful human being. And her first book, Superhero Therapy, tells her story. She was in the Chernobyl accident. She was really young when that happened. And so throughout her entire life, she has she basically has radiation poisoning she has to live with for her entire life, and that's because she was bullied, and in order to help with her bullying, she became obsessed with pop culture. But I mean, a lot of us use pop culture as a way to escape reality, and that's not a bad thing. It's really not. But whenever she realized that superheroes could actually help and how they helped her, she became a doctor. And now she's really smart. I mean, she's always been smart, but she's really, really cool. And I wanted to let you guys know that, as well as even the superhero therapy and stuff like that, the world would be completely different if you did not exist. Even if you're watching this video at 2 o'clock in the morning on your phone, or if you're going to watch this video in 10 years, and whoever is going to watch this video, I may never meet you, I may never see you, but the world would be completely different if you did not exist. I want to let you know that, because you guys are awesome. Anybody in this world is here for a reason, and you're still here for a reason. You might have had a near-death experience, or You could have almost died from cancer or something like that, but you were here for a reason, and you're still here. And I think that's a blessing, you know. But you're here, and it, a lot of you guys have changed my life, even though you like I only met you once, or I've seen you on the internet or anything like that. My life has changed because of a bunch of you people, and it's cold. You can still see my breath, but this is wonderful. I don't know why I'm putting myself through this torture of sitting outside, but it's beautiful. I'm going to show you this view that I have, because it's really pretty. It's raining right now. See, this is my view, and you can see the little creek. Jackets are for losers. Blankets are for cold people. Anyway. But yeah, so Dr. Scarlett's work, I've never been counseled by her. I've never gone to her therapy sessions. But just relating my life to pop culture has really helped. So like when you think about it, Captain America, because Marvel, everybody knows Captain America. I mean, his story changed from the comics to the movies. But I'm just going to use the movies because of it as a reference, just because a lot of people know the movies more than they know the comic books. But in the movie, he was really small and really frail, but he still had that bravery that he wanted to do better. He wanted to help people, but he was really small and asthmatic and all sorts of different problems where he could not join the military. And then, poof, science happened, and we've got very fantastic Chris Evans. Anyway, so he wanted to help people. And when he was given the resources to help people, my laptop's dying. Whenever he was given the resource to help people, he did amazing things. Amazing things. And I've got all these pop-ups on my computer, and I don't even know why. Okay. So, but yeah, so, he was given the resources to help people, and can you imagine what he felt like when he couldn't do what he wanted to do? Like, his entire life, he wanted to help people, but he was physically not able to. He was physically not able to serve his country. He was physically not able to do a lot of things. And then, poof, science happened. But I feel like we could kind of relate that back to our mental health. You know, a lot of us want to help. A lot of us want to change the world. And what I said before in one of my earlier videos was, all of us do want to change the world. And it's okay if we save one person, and it's okay if that person is ourselves. But Chris Evans really wanted to change the world. He wanted to help people. And when Poof Science happened, he could. And so, a lot of us, when struggles with mental illness, we need medicine to be normal, to be like other people. For me, I'm bipolar, and so my medicine keeps me from going crazy. And it helps me to be normal. It helps me to be like a majority of people. And Poof Science happened for me, and now I can help people. I can think clearly, and I don't have to worry about my bipolar acting up. So it's okay for you guys to be on medication. It doesn't make you any less of a human being. It just means that you need help, and you need science to help you and to back you up. So don't worry about being put on medication. Don't worry about what other people think of you when it comes to that. Don't be afraid to be outspoken about it. Yes, I'm taking this medication. Why, you ask? Because I'm nuts. That's literally something I said yesterday. To my coworker. It was a funny conversation. Anyway, I'm laughing at my own joke from yesterday. I'm a nerd. Okay. But anyway, I'm getting cold, and I haven't eaten, and it's like 2:45 p.m. Alright. I'm gonna go inside now. Bye, Thunderdome.